how will people get to the FEMA camp? That's a question we get a lot. And trains, planes, and automobiles, a lot of different ways. But as they roll this system out, this total federalization out, they're selling it as if the FEMA camp is a place that the disadvantaged and the poor and the illegal aliens, as the economy collapses, will need to come, will need to stay. And so we're going to see it being portrayed in the media as a place people are beating down the fences to get into because they got 3 hots and a cot. There's different types of FEMA camps. There's a type of FEMA camp that's for people that have been made homeless by fires or earthquakes or financial collapse. And that's the type of FEMA camp the media is advertising and promoting, the kindler, gentler camp where people are trying to knock down the doors, knock down the fence to get 3 hots and a cot. But the more sinister FEMA camps are the type that they've built in Wyoming and Montana and other areas around the country that are these supermax prisons where they're saying they're now going to keep some of the Guantanamo Bay people and that, quote, American terrorists, animal rights activists, and militia people are being held, where they're not even allowed to talk to their families. This is already going on. And many of these supermax prisons are holding political prisoners who aren't allowed to see their family, aren't allowed to see the press, and there's no coverage of this in the media. And the federal government just says, oh, well, we're doing this for national security. There's many different types of FEMA camps, but one is a type of supermax facility that is maintained and controlled by FEMA. And they're putting now not just people from Guantanamo Bay in these, but also so-called American terrorists, animal rights activists, militia people, and others. And they can't see the media. They can't talk to their families. The government's very secretive about details. So we kind of have a Gulag archipelago being set up in the United States of supermax prisons that are being used and are being expanded to be used against the American people. One way this would work would be you're going to work, you get out of your car in the parking garage, and men in black suits grab you, put a bag over your head, it's called a snatch and grab, throw you into the back of a white van. Then they drive you, shackle you with a bag over your head, put you on a private CIA chartered jet, and they would fly you, say, from New York City or Austin, Texas, to the federal processing center that is in Oklahoma City at their international airport. And then from that center, they would decide where to send you to black sites in Europe, and there's scores of those, secret facilities, ghost sites as they're called, that they admit they have. They have other centers in Montana, Wyoming, supermaxes, where they're holding political dissidents already. Or they would take you to one of the other outdoor type camps they've built where people are living in tents under the control of the military. They have a lot of different options that they could use, but in their planning, in their own statements, in some of the operations they're already carrying out with political dissidents in Wyoming and Montana, we know how it works. They grab you in the state you're living in, off the street or from work or in a parking lot. They put a bag over your head, put you in a white van.
This is a test of the emergency warning system. In the event of a real emergency, this system would be activated to provide you with the necessary